Hi everyone, I'm Beth in Texas and I have been tagged with the accent tag. Thanks, Neen. This is a lot of fun. So, depending on where you're from, you say things differently, right? Well, I grew up in Pennsylvania, but I live in Texas, and I've lived in Texas longer than I lived in Pennsylvania. So some of my words may not be the typical Texas accent, and some aren't quite Pennsylvania either. So anyway, the words are garage, herb, schedule, figure, jaguar, lieutenant, water, advertisement, vase, route, or route depending on context, ballet, tomato, leisure, and address if it's your physical place, but address if you're talking to someone. I'm going to address you when I ask for your address. So that one's pronounced two different ways to me. 8, buoy, aluminum, ant, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, shore, data, ruin, crayon. When I was a kid, I said crayon. Toilet, New Orleans, pecan. When I was a kid in Pennsylvania, we say pecan. Boat, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, caught. Okay, I gotta switch hands here. Okay, the questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? Vandalism? No, actually, we just called it, their house was papered, or somebody toilet papered their house. What is the name of the bug that when touched rolls into a ball? Okay, some people don't know what this is because they're really not found everywhere, but they're roly-poly bugs. I don't know what other people call them, but we call them roly-poly bugs. Okay, a bubbly carbonated drink. Soda. And what do you call gym shoes? Sneakers. Oh, going back to the bubbly drink, I say soda because I'm from Pennsylvania, but a lot of people here in Texas call it Coke. Whether it is Pepsi, they will say, what kind of Coke do you want, Pepsi or Coke? So, anyway, gym shoes or sneakers. What do you say to address a group of people? Okay, if I'm coming into the room and saying hello, I'll say, hi y'all, which is Texas. In Pennsylvania, we would say you'ns or yous guys or you guys. But yeah, I've been in Texas long enough, I say y'all now. What do you call a spider with an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? We call them daddy long legs or daddy long leggers. And I think some people are confused by this one because they don't have them everywhere either. Let's see. What do you call your grandparents? Well, I always called mine grandma and grandpa. But my mother, her grandchildren called her mama and my dad papa. So I think it depends on the preference of the grandparent. Where am I here? What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry your groceries in the supermarket? Well, we always called them a cart. Go get me a shopping cart. But there's still some other people locally that call them a buggy, and once in a while I call it a buggy. What do you call it when the rain falls while the sun is shining? I don't have any special name for that. I just call, I'm sure some cultures have something different. But no, nothing special here. What do you call the thing you use to change your TV channels? I call it a remote. Excuse me, but when we had DirecTV, we called it a peanut because it was shaped like a peanut. And that's not a local or cultural thing, that was just our family. And so, yes, Neen, that is how I say the different words that are on the list. So I'm going to have to pick 2 people to tag, and I think I'm going to tag Nancy today if she has time to do it. She's got so much going on all the time, but I think I would be interested in how her Canadian accent combined with Georgia. She grew up in Georgia, she lives in Canada, so it'd be interesting. And another person. I'll have to kind of figure out who I want to tag on this one. Bob Wilson 123, if she hasn't been tagged already. Claire, I will tag her. If these people have already been tagged, they only have to do the video once. So anyway, that's who I'm tagging, and I will send them a note. What else was I going to say? Oh, I was going to tell you a story. When I was in Pennsylvania, well, I went to upstate New York for some college courses. And my roommate, Crystal, was born and raised in Pennsylvania, and she lived in England for a short time. And I forget where else she's been, but she combined the accents from all these different places, and so instead of saying glass, she said glass like they do in England. She said gloss. And she goes, and then she lived in the South for a short time, so she says, go get me a glass of water. And water is how Pennsylvanians say water. So get me a glass of water. And it just made me roll laughing when she asked for it. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this tag, and if you want to be tagged, just mention it in the comments. I'm sure somebody will tag you. So we'll talk to you later. Have fun. Bye.